Alright, or Babber.
Hello folks, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, where we have just come out the cave. And today's plan, as much as I have plans, is to come up this north road first to see if it leads to anything up here. This side of the lake. I'm not sure if it's a lake or an inland sea. That's Defiance Bay. It's probably a lake. That's the sea. It's probably just a lake, isn't it? It's big. I'm sure it's quite large, but yeah. Anyway, this is the edge of it. I think it's just a lake. Anyway, we are gonna run over this way. Let's double speed it up and stop jibber jabbering and start doing stuff. Let's see if anything goes northwards. No, nothing goes northwards, just Stormwall Gorge. Okay, fine, have it your way. Let us head south. Click. Right, there we go, look. Running away. Look at my little doggy behind having a little chase. Come on, fella. Come on. It's all good. Over t'other bridge. Down to Ghana. There's a picky up thing now. We'll have a bit of that. Thank you. Golden celery. Celery. Right. Hearth Song. Let us go to Hearth Song. I'm guessing this might be a talky episode with the people at Hearth Song. There's some loading screen blurb if you want to read it. I was going to read it out then. That's a new picture. I haven't seen that image before. So is Hearthstone or Hearthstone or something else? Hearth Song. Hearth Song. Right, let's turn off double speed. Let us go about this at normal speed. WASD does not work. Travel to Twin Elms. Search Twin Elms for signs of Theos. Estramore still.
Tread carefully, Estramore.
Who's Estramore? The warrior saunters over, a sneer of suspicion visible beneath streaks of paint. He glances at your gear before favouring you with a long look. Another fugitive from the burning city? The 6 tribes of Arglanthaf welcome you to the Twin Elms. Before you lies the Hearthsong district. You are free to explore it, but do not let your feet stray into the other districts. Those are forbidden to Estramorn. What's an Estramorn? That's what I want to ask. Outsider, I assume? Something like that. Okay, why is it forbidden to enter the remaining districts of Twin Elms? They're on my map, for God's sake. Twin Elms is a sacred city built where the first keepers of the stone met the builders. It exists alongside the works of the builders, and it is the only place in all of Glanfath where it is permitted to set foot among these sacred places. The Estramorn, however, do not have proper respect for the stones here. His words trigger something in your memory. You see an image of a perfect cube of Aedra. Just as quickly the image fades. Oh, interesting. A leader of one of the... I have no idea what it means, but interesting. A leader of one of the tribes could give you the permission of the city. Only Anamenfath Bethel, that's a mouthful, is present in the Passage of the Six today, and she has her own troubles. So if we help her, she'll help us. He jerks his head at a long hut in the middle of the district. You have other questions about Twin Elms? Yes. What can you tell me about it? The city is sacred to all Glanfathans, as it is the place where our ancestors first encountered the builders. That fated meeting turned our people from generations of wandering to a permanent home among the builders' relics. Okay. When the builders commanded us to settle here, they allowed us the unique privilege to live among their structures here. It is the only place in Glanfath where this is permitted. These the same people that don't like them going through the temples and shit. Oh, we're so in trouble. The sacred city is divided into 4 districts. Hearthsong, which is where we are, the Commons district. Old Song, the site of our temples. Elms Reach, home of Delemgan and Druids. And the Burial Isle, which is the most sacred place in the city. Okay. So, tell me about Burial Isle. It is the place where our Anamfatha are laid to rest among stones placed by the builders. They say the souls of some of the Anamatha linger there still. The way lies through Old Song. It is the holiest place of all Twin Elms. In all of Twin Elms. Right, so, Old Song. Let's head backwards towards where we are. Old Song. There is Noon Frost, which is dedicated to Rimmergand. A group of pale elves from the frozen Southlands arrived not too long ago to oversee it. There is also the Nest, a temple of Hylia, and Galawain's Moor, a den of beasts dedicated to the hunter god. Oh. The route to the Burial Isle also lies that way. Yeah, we know about the Burial Isle. Tell us about Elms Reach. Excuse me. There lies Tea Evron, one of the only towers of the builders still in perfect condition. 2 great elm trees twine around it. Even the mightiest works of the gods protect the works of the builders. 2 Delemgan's sisters dwell there now. The Hall of Warriors stands at the other end of the district. Rumour has it that Anamfath Simok of 3 Tusks Stelgar, there's another mouthful, is there now. Elms Reach is also where the Druids keep their halls. That was halls. There are the Ovates of the Golden Grove and the Ethic Knoll of Blood Sands. Many shudder at the brutal sacrifices of the Ethic Knoll, but High Ovate Erona is just as powerful in her own way. Alrighty. And what about, oh, my watcher friend? Hirvas pipes up from behind you. I would be honoured to accompany you to Elms Reach to meet those druids, though I'm a bit wary of any circle with a reputation for brutal sacrifices. Ah, okay, yeah, alright, we can go and see them at some point. That sounds like a plan. I like your thinking. And Hearthsong. This is Hearthsong. It's a place where Glanfathans and Estramoran may gather together. It is also the site of the Passage of the Six, where our tribal leaders, the Anamfatha, meet. He points to a large round building at the other end of the district. That way is the market. Guard your purse there. No one bargains like a Glanfathan. And if you need a place to stay, follow the fence to the east. There you will find the way to the Celestial Sapling. Alright, fair enough. Bit of jibber jabber. I haven't heard of the Keepers of the Stone. The oldest of the 6 tribes. He points to the tip of his sword at a long hut. He points the tip of his sword at a long hut behind him. Jeebus. Forgotten how to read. Up the stairs and into the Passage of the Six. This is where our Anamfatha gather. Bethel, the Anamamfath of the Guided Compass, can tell you more. Okay, who are the builders? You know them as the Engwithians. To us they are the builders, creators of the sacred places that we guard to this day. Fair enough. Right, best that you keep your visit brief. Word has reached our ears that the riots have ended and the gates of Defiance Bay have opened once more. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so what have we got here? Search Twin Elms for Theos. Okay, that's our main thing. Are we worried about these? Travel with Ida to the Records Archive. Maybe we'll have to go back there now that we've moved on. Find the ruins. Okay, that's to get us down to Caed Nua, which is like the massive dungeon. Travel to the cliffs we saw in the vision. Well, I've no idea. and learn of the grieving mother's past. Okay. Fair enough, and everything else is done and tidy. Done and tidy.
Hey.
And we lost old, what's his chops?
This is where the famous hunters of Air Glanfoth dwell?
Durance. We lost Durance a while ago, so we're not going to be worrying about quests from him. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Stalgar. Okay, they have Stalgars to guard them. Right, let's have a little look at the map. What have we got that's marked? The Passage of the Six, Hearthsong Market, Glanfathon Home, North, Builder's Hearth, Glanfathon Home. Okay, Elms Reach, Celestial Sapling. Okay, so isn't that the place where we're going to stay? So if we circle round, if we go in here and then go and circle round, I reckon, and have a look about. Let's have a little look about, see what's going on. No, no, we're not doing that. Are we not doing that? There we go. Let's have a look, see. The Passage of the Six. Let's see what this is all about. See what's going on here. Look, we'll go and visit the druids at some point too. Let's stay with two-sided for now. Who do we have down here? Tribesmen and women. What's this? The twice split arrows. Okay. The three-tusked Stalgar. The Fisher Crane, the Stone Bramble, the Keepers of the Stone, the Builders, no, the Guided Compass. Okay. This place seems rather, it's like a museum. Hello?
Another Estremor.
I wish we
What
could
do you
zoom
want?
in this view. Another middle-aged Orlan woman stands at the back of the longhouse, an expression of irritation on her narrow features. As you approach, she takes a decisive step towards you. Sagani leans in, careful. This woman is young for an elder, and looking to prove herself, I think. I want to visit the other districts of Twin Elms. I am looking for another who passed through the city.
Estremoran are given the freedom of our sacred
Yes.
city. That you ask for this person is suspicious.
Yes.
There are reasons we don't let you Estremoran roam our sacred city.
I'm sure there are.
Reasons I am coming to understand.
Has something happened? You're having some kind of trouble? Maybe I could help. Diplomatic or benevolent are the keys, and I'm going with benevolent. You're having some kind of trouble? I'm afraid not.
Looters have grown bolder at the sites of the builders. The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city.
They did.
And every week, the three Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anol-Fane children.
Well, is that what you call them? Anol-Fane children, okay. Suddenly you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. The Amphath continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you.
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamphath Shemak doesn't sit in the Passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I.
Oh, Bethel, come on. You must have some quest for us to do. Yes. Furwilt. A vision of an Orlan man appears near Bethel. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes as she does. Help me reason with them. He points behind you. Turning, you see the ghostly shapes of five other Anamphatha, another Orlan with tawny fur and a scarred face, a frowning dwarf, a black-furred Orlan, and 2 elves. Perception. Yes, you're angry about something. I hear it in your voice. What is it? Are the outrages I listed for you not enough? Trouble brews, and none of it is my choosing. The spectral Orlan takes another step from... Was that... oh, that was Bethel. Okay, alright. The spectral Orlan... I see what's going on, I think. So, yes, we're still having a conversation with Bethel. We haven't gone into the dream world or whatever. The spectral Orlan takes another step from her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion. Tendrils of essence strain between them, and he grimaces and leans forward as if struggling against a gale. The angry Amenanfath winces. War, the special Orlan's voice is a rasping croak. They're headed for war. Remind them of Furwolt's warning. Does Furwolt's warning mean anything to you? I see the soul of an old Orlan Anamanfath with your eyes hovering right next to you. Let's go with what he has asked. Remind them of Furwolt's warning. Does Furwolt's warning mean anything to you? Furwolt's soul image gasps. Taut threads of essence tug at him, drawing him back into the Amenanfath. He looks at you again. I tried to tell them the builders' souls have touched even the Estramorin.
You'd better explain yourself.
The 2 attending tribesmen look from the Amenanfath to you, their sword hands ready, their slitted pupils narrow. You better explain yourself. There are other souls in this place and in you. You must listen to them. Maybe I should say that. The builders' souls have even... Oh, decisions. Let's go with that, which is what the bloke said. The builders' souls have touched even the Estramorin.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls.
Yeah, that's your word for it. Galuth Anamans. I'm never going to remember that. Who was Furwelt? Who was Furwelt? She looks sadly down at the flagstones. Someone we should have listened to long ago.
Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anamfath of our tribe then.
Anamfath.
When the Estramoric farmers defiled the builders' monuments, Feralt urged the other Anamfatha to patience. But louder, angrier voices prevailed.
I'll forget that. Anamfatha. I've forgotten already.
That the invaders could be taught to respect the builders as we do. He also believed the builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations, and you can see where we are today.
Interesting, okay. So what do you mean, after 2 wars with the Durwood, his warning is more relevant than ever? At least you don't have the Hollowborn to deal with. Maybe you're better off than you thought. It's passive-aggressive. Perhaps the problem is that you weren't firm enough. After 2 wars with the Durwood, his warning is more relevant than ever.
While Feralt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
Wow, you guys need better history keepers. An image of a polished Aedra cube flashes into your mind. There is writing on the sides, but the image is too faint for you to read it. The Amenanfath turns away from you and looks at the ground, gnawing a pointed claw. You can't change the past, but your choices now still matter, so give them something else to remember. Yeah, your choices now still matter. She looks at you sadly. Yes, that is the problem.
Another Estramor came through here a few days ago, and, well, letting him through was a mistake. One I am eager not to repeat.
That's the guy we're
The
after.
Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estramoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
Oh, we could be honest. I like honest. That sounds like the man I came here to stop. Yeah.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to
Yeah, you're going to make me do stuff, aren't
We
you?
bar Twin Elms from Estramoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
Yeah, alright, I get that. Fair enough. What do you want me to do? You again see the polished Adra cornerstone in your mind. This time the image is clearer. Each face, I get it in the end. Each face of the stone is inscribed with a phrase you know by heart. You feel your lips form words. A gift from the builders of civilization to the guardians of their legacy. May the guardians watch the door while the builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
I know. So what do they mean? They mean that Furwelt's words may indeed be true.
Very well. The city is...
Jess, come on!
Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass.
Nice.
If the gods have truly returned one of the builders to us,
Cheers, Bethel.
find the Delimgon of Ter Everon in Elms Reach. If the gods have
I'm not
sent
gonna
you
remember
here
that.
with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
Find the Delimgan of Ter Everon. Okay. In the meantime, I shall be here to assist you. Right, I do want to wrap this episode up. We're hitting around the 20-minute mark. But let's finish this conversation. What are the 6 tribes? Let's go with the 6 tribes. Glanfathan society is divided into tribes, which are further divided into clans. Each tribe is united by a particular history or way of life, and the clans are communities of families that live together. In truth, there are more than 6 tribes, but the 6 largest have traditionally led the others. Each of the 6 has a seat here in the Passage of the 6, where we discuss matters of common interest. You saw, for instance, the debate that occurred before the Broken Stone War. She gives you a hesitant look. Oh, that's a lot of stuff to go through. The 6 tribes are the Keepers of the Stone, Fisher Crane, 3-Tusk Stelgar, Stone Bramble, Twice Split Arrows, and of course the Guided Compass. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on reading this, but I'll stick it in a bonus video. So those of you that are going to leave us now and aren't too worried about the story and don't want to know about the lore and all that sort of stuff, then you guys, you can quit any second now and you can come back to the next episode next time. So until then, for you folks, bye bye for now.